Hello, Monona Grove community. I'm Tanya Frederick, and today marks 60 days since I began my journey as superintendent of the Monona Grove School District. As you've seen by now, I'm sharing updates every 30 days, and I'm excited to share the progress we've made over the last month. In my 100-day superintendent entry plan, I committed to spending time listening to our staff, students, families, and community members, understanding their perspective on the district, and building meaningful relationships. I've also spent time analyzing data and district policies to ensure we have a solid foundation for moving forward. Your insights combined with this data will help shape the actionable steps we take to advance our district's future. Before going any further, it's important to address one of the significant challenges we've faced, the district's budget deficit. While this wasn't part of anyone's plan, I'm confident we're moving in the right direction towards a sustainable solution. We are confronting the situation in 3 phases. Phase 1 is addressing the immediate cash flow needs of the district to ensure our operations remain uninterrupted. The school board met on August 22nd to review an adjusted preliminary budget, but you may be wondering why that was necessary, so let's back up a bit. The board approved a preliminary budget in June, one that was based on the 23-24 budget plus an estimated % increase across budget categories. But now that we know that the 23-24 budget was overspent by $4 million, we also know that the figures in the 24-25 budget are based on faulty information, and we need to start over. In order to qualify for an operational loan to meet our immediate cash flow needs, the board has to approve an adjusted preliminary budget that reflects the deficit we are currently facing. The loan will bridge the gap so that we are able to operate our schools without interruption. Once the revised preliminary budget is approved by the board, phase 2 will begin. That phase will involve an attempt to get as close to a balanced budget for 24-25. This process will include removing all non-mission critical items and identifying as many efficiencies as possible. For example, we'll be pulling back on travel and conferences. We'll review any one-time vendor contracts or expenditures that are not already obligated for payment, such as one-time investments in technology. Between September and October, we'll also have the information necessary to finalize the budget, such as the 3rd Friday enrollment counts, state aid certification, and equalized property values. That will all go into creating the final budget for the 24-25 school year, which will be presented to the school board for approval on October 30th. Finally, phase 3 will be to design and execute a system of financial controls, budget processes, and board oversight that will include a plan to build up the fund balance to the level as outlined in the board policy and demonstrate long-term financial stability. I'm also recommending that the board increase its accountability on fiscal and operational oversight by creating a new board committee on finance and operations. This committee would meet monthly to discuss fiscal and operational items. Details can be found in the electronic materials for the September 5th board meeting. As we navigate through this, our top priorities remain unchanged. Providing a high-quality educational experience for every student. You can find information about the budget on our website, mononagrove.org. Look for the budget update in the quick links or under district news. As superintendent, I'm responsible for overseeing the overall budget, ensuring that funds are allocated efficiently and used effectively, for assuring that the budget aligns with the district's educational goals and priorities, and for implementing strategies to ensure long-term financial stability. It's important to me and essential to our success that my work is rooted in many of the same goals set as the entry plan: to listen, build trust, and develop relationships in order to learn and plan. I'm grateful for the trust I've already been able to build and for the relationships we've already formed and strengthened in such a short time. During the past month, I've held nearly 130 meetings with staff, families, administrators, community leaders, and I've also had the opportunity to connect with more students through back-to-school events and, of course, the first few days of school. With the 24-25 school year now in full swing, I'm eager to deepen my interactions with students and learn more about their perspectives on Monona Grove. Last week, all MGSD staff gathered to kick off the new school year, and it was wonderful to see everybody in one space. It's especially meaningful to meet the dedicated building staff who are making a huge impact in our students' lives every day. We've accomplished a lot in these 60 days, but there's still more important work ahead. Seeing our students engaged and excited reminds me of why we do what we do. It's all for them. On September 16th and September 19th, we'll be holding superintendent roundtables in Monona and Cottage Grove. These conversations will put the Monona Grove student experience at the center as we dig into what our community values and aspires for our kids in the district. Details on these events can be found on our website. Thank you for your continued support, dedication, and feedback. Together, we are shaping a bright future for our students, and I'm honored to be part of this journey with you.